logistically, this is the toughest fight we've ever done.
We had, I don't know if you've seen this, Francis Ngannou the other day said that he versus John Jones is still the biggest fight ever.
He said it. The White House event, the most complex, logistically impossible spectacle the UFC has ever attempted, will cost approximately $700,000 just to replace and repair the South Lawn grass after the show. $700,000 simply for turf after temporary arena structures, power cables, lighting rigs, and thousands of people tear up what is normally a meticulously maintained symbol of American power. That single detail exposes the mind-boggling scale of what Dana White is truly up against, revealing a level of chaos crazier than anyone realizes. This isn't just hype, it's an unprecedented real-time nightmare.
How's June 14th coming along? Are you starting to, is it starting to shape up?
Yeah. Well, we're dealing with all the logistics right now, and production and all that stuff. We won't start messing with that card until February.
This isn't another big promise. It's Dana White's most insane undertaking yet. Forget the Sphere event, Dana himself admits that was just a warm-up, merely practice for what's planned. The June 14, 2026 White House event operates on an entirely different level of complexity, difficulty, and logistical nightmare fuel, deliberately chosen terminology to describe the unprecedented challenge. This is something that has literally never been done before in the history of professional sports in America, and the challenges they're facing are absolutely mind-boggling, redefining what's possible for a combat sports promotion.
We had, I don't know if you've seen this, Francis Ngannou the other day said that he versus John Jones is still the biggest fight ever. Any chance?
That's the biggest. I would hate to disagree with them, but the biggest fight ever.
The logistical hurdles extend far beyond landscaping. We're not just talking about renting a venue and setting up a cage. This means coordinating with the United States Secret Service, multiple government agencies, and security protocols designed to protect the President of the United States. Every single person involved, from the fighters themselves to every vendor and staff member, must go through security clearances, normally reserved for heads of state, an unimaginable process for a live sporting event, demanding meticulous planning for every movement.
The biggest fight ever. First of all, Cyril and Tom have to fight again, and whoever wins that fight, them and John Jones would be the biggest one ever.
Imagine the fighters. Dana has revealed they might warm up inside the White House, walking out from the Oval Office itself. Sounds incredible, right? But the Oval Office isn't designed for fighter walkout. The White House lacks locker rooms for combat sports athletes, demanding a complete temporary retrofit of one of America's most historically significant buildings while maintaining its dignity. Every route, every piece of equipment must be approved, secured, and implemented without disrupting a symbol of global importance. The complexity doesn't stop there. The weigh-ins are planned for the Lincoln Memorial. This means the UFC isn't just securing one location, they're coordinating multiple iconic American landmarks across different parts of Washington, D.C., engaging with the National Park Service, Secret Service, White House staff, and local authorities. Dana White is navigating endless layers of bureaucracy and approval for every single element, transforming national monuments into event spaces, a feat previously deemed impossible. Attendance at the main event will be severely limited, only about 5,000 to 10,000 people due to extreme security restrictions. For a UFC card billed as the baddest of all time, this small live audience presents a massive challenge for generating atmosphere. The event will be invite only, with no public ticket sales, forcing Dana and his team to carefully curate every single guest. How do you create an electric atmosphere with such a fraction of a normal pay-per-view crowd? Their solution to the limited attendance problem is equally massive: giant screens on the Ellipse and National Mall for public viewing. This transforms the event from a contained spectacle into a potential citywide gathering. They're essentially planning a colossal outdoor viewing party that could draw tens or even hundreds of thousands to downtown DC, demanding coordination with city officials, crowd control infrastructure, and managing public safety on a scale usually reserved for inaugurations or major protests. The broadcast itself presents its own unprecedented challenges. This event will air free-to-air on CBS, not on pay-per-view, and stream on Paramount+. This marks the first major UFC event without a paywall under their new Paramount deal. The pressure isn't just to please hardcore fans, it needs to appeal to a mainstream American audience, many tuning in for the first time, attracted by the unique venue and patriotic angle demanding flawless production and universal appeal. The visual storytelling required for the broadcast is immense. Shooting at night on the South Lawn with the White House and Washington Monument as the backdrop demands perfect lighting and camera angles that showcase both the fights and the incredible historic setting. It's a production challenge, merging a major sporting event with the visual demands of a historical documentary, needing to capture the scale and significance of what's happening without sacrificing fight coverage. Beyond logistics, Dana White is facing the most difficult matchmaking puzzle of his career. This isn't simply about assembling a good fight card or booking top-ranked contenders. He's promised the baddest, greatest card of all time, while navigating political sensitivities, patriotic expectations, and the reality that the entire world will be watching, making his job less promoter, more diplomat. The timing issue is perhaps the most frustrating. Dana has stated he won't even begin discussing fighters until February 2026, just 4 months before the mid-June event. This incredibly tight timeline for an event of this magnitude is due to the volatile nature of combat sport. The current fight schedule must play out, titles defended, contenders established. The entire landscape of deserving fighters is still actively developing. Injuries are a catastrophic concern. The further out a fight is announced, the higher the risk of a fighter getting hurt, derailing everything. For the White House event, which cannot be rescheduled because its date is tied to America's 250th anniversary, an injury to a main event fighter would be disastrous. Dana is playing it smart, keeping his options open, but that means months of intense speculation and uncertainty. The fundamental question is who fights on this card? Specifically, how do you choose fighters for an event at the White House on Flag Day, celebrating America's 250th anniversary, billed as a patriotic celebration? The easy, obvious answer would be America versus the world, but Dana has explicitly stated this will not be the case, creating an immediate conflict with public expectations. Shockingly, Dana recently stated Islam Makhachev headlining is a possibility, depending on his next title defenses. Makhachev is a Russian fighter, one of the sport's most dominant champions. Dana's willingness to consider him for an American White House main event shows he won't sacrifice fight quality or championship legitimacy for a simplistic nationalist narrative, prioritizing the best fights for hardcore fans. However, this creates an immense tightrope walk. While hardcore MMA fans appreciate sporting integrity, a mainstream American audience tuning in for the spectacle might expect something overtly patriotic. Given the venue and occasion, Dana must balance legitimate championship bouts with matchups that resonate with a casual audience looking for patriotic moments, a delicate and potentially divisive task. The list of fighters campaigning for spots is growing. Islam Makhachev is a strong possibility. Alex Pereira is openly gunning for a heavyweight super fight, a bold and historic matchup that fits the event's magnitude. Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway have also shown intense interest for featherweight championship or #1 contender bouts, all vying for their place in history. Then come the complicated cases. Jon Jones has hinted at unretiring for the event, but Dana has given billion-to-1 odds against it happening. Despite Jones's legendary status, Dana seems skeptical about his commitment to fighting again, viewing it more as talk than a serious intention, highlighting the promoter's deep understanding of his fighter's true motivation. Conor McGregor presents another complex dilemma. He's the biggest star in UFC history, a marketing goldmine for a CBS broadcast, but Dana remains skeptical due to his prolonged inactivity, injuries, and reliability concerns. Can Dana truly bank on McGregor being ready, in shape, and committed enough for the most important event in UFC history? The risk is monumental. Even Colby Covington, who built his entire persona around Trump support and patriotic imagery, has no confirmed spot. Why? Perhaps his recent performances don't justify a major slot, or maybe Dana doesn't want the event to become overly political beyond what the venue already implies. Covington's divisive persona, while popular with some, could detract from a unifying patriotic message. But none of this impossible event happens without the deep, long-standing friendship between Dana White and Donald Trump. This isn't a recent alliance, but a 24-year bond built on mutual respect, business savvy, and unwavering loyalty, crucial to understanding why Dana is willing to take on these insane challenges. It's personal, a chance to honor a friendship that shaped his life. Their friendship's origin is pivotal. In UFC's early struggling days when others shunned MMA as human cockfighting, Trump offered his Taj Mahal casino for UFC 31 and 32. He didn't just rent the venue, he attended from prelims to main event. Dana consistently emphasizes that Trump was one of the only people who believed in the sport when no one else would, cementing a bond that transcended business. Dana's unwavering loyalty to Trump through political controversies, impeachments, and elections proves the depth of their connection. From speaking at RNCs to being on stage election night, Dana has invested immense time and energy, saying he would never forget Trump's early support. This is more than a calculated business move. It's a friend standing up for a friend, a debt repaid. This White House event is the culmination of that 24-year friendship, a full circle moment. Dana isn't just representing the UFC, he's honoring a profound personal bond with the president, creating a legacy-defining spectacle. He's showcasing his sport at America's most iconic venue, forging something remembered long after they're gone. Driven by loyalty, not just profit, a testament to an unbreakable connection.